Learn Hebrew with a little life. Today's lesson, Dauid, the Giant Slayer.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? I'm Isaac, and this is my aunt, Danny. Ach is the Hebrew word for brother. More on that a little later. Danny was just telling me about his trip to the beautiful island of Jamaica.
Come on, I am Jamaica, and this here is my capital, Kingston.
What is? Jamaica don't sound like that. In Jamaica, Danny had a close encounter with a giant. It's true. I was in Kingston playing a cricket match. Wait, hold up. You were playing with crickets? No, man. Cricket is a sport come like American baseball. Only cricket is better. So on the opposing team was a man them called Red the Dread. Him tall like one oak tree, like one giant. Come like Goliath. And that day, he was really vexed. So it was his time to bowl. Hold on, bowl? I thought you were playing the cricket, not bowling. Isaac! How's up your bowler, man? And listen, the bowler come like the pitcher in American baseball. Now, when this man bowl, it's like the ball. It turns to fire in his hand. Every time he bowl, he rock up the wickets to them. So, it was my turn as the batsman. Hold up, Batman? You know what? Never mind. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, this is the story of Dauid, the Giant Slayer. Kind of a quinky-dink, you were talking about a giant as well. I was getting ready to tell the audience this story. Oh, sorry. My story can wait. You go ahead. Dauid is one of my favorite Hebrew ancestors. He was a great king and Hebrew warrior. Okay, we can read the story, but afterwards, you promised to tell us how your showdown with Big Red ends. Yes, Red the Dread. They did call him Red Dread. Okay, so you read in Hebrew, and I will read the English. Okay, deal. But before we get started, here's a review of 3 Hebrew vocabulary words that were in Lesson 1. The word for hand is Yad. Our second word is Yasharal, also called Israel. And finally, the Hebrew word for say or said is Amar. These words will appear in today's story. See if you can find them. There's also an extra hidden vocabulary word that's not listed here. See if you can find that one as well. Think of it as a hidden treasure hunt. Isaac, what is the word? I can't tell you, Danny. It wouldn't be a challenge if I did. That was meant to be, man. Okay. I promise not to give away your secret word. Jeez. Thanks, Danny. Now on to our new vocabulary words. The first word is king. The Hebrew word for king is Melek. Remember, we read Hebrew from right to left. Melek is spelled Mem, Lamed, Kaf. This is a Sophit Kaf, which means it looks different at the end of a word. There are 5 letters in Hebrew that have a different form at the end of a word. The next word is 4. The Hebrew word is ki. It's spelled Kaf, Yod. The next word is si. In Hebrew, we say Ra. It is spelled Resh, Aleph, Hey. The next word is anoint. In Hebrew, we say Mashyach. It is spelled Mem, Shin, Chet. The next word is the word for take or took, and that word is Chach. It is spelled Kuf, Chet, you should remember this next word, because it's brother. And here's that word again in Hebrew. That's right, it's Ach. And it's spelled Aleph, Chet. And the final word is spirit. In Hebrew, we say Ruach. And it's spelled Resh, Wa, Chet. Alright folks, we're just moments away from getting into our story. Now, as I read the story in Hebrew, I want you to do your best to try and follow along and repeat the words after me. The words will appear in green. Our vocabulary words will be underlined in red. Sometimes, these words will have another letter or two attached to them, as a prefix, meaning in front of the word, or as a suffix, meaning at the end. Or sometimes both. A little word of advice. Take a screenshot of these two charts, as learning these prefixes and suffixes will make learning to read Hebrew so much easier. For instance, whenever you see the letter Hey prefix to a word, it usually means the. For instance, Ha-Philistine means the Philistine. Our vocabulary word ki means for. But also, whenever the lamed is prefixed to a word, it can also mean for. An example is this word, li. Lamed is for. The yod means me. So you put it together and you get for me, or for myself. Remember, the yod in the pictographic Hebrew is a hand. So you get an image of someone saying, literally, this is for me. Also the letter wa, you'll see it prefixes a lot of words in biblical Hebrew because it means and. In this story, you'll see uyamar. Now remember from lesson 1, utamar means and she said. So can you guess what uyamar means? Well, we already know amar means said. And the wa means and. So the yod makes it masculine. You put it all together and it means and he said. Now it's time for our story. Dauid, the giant slayer. Uyahay dabar Yahuwah al Shemuel la'amar lachamti ki ha-malakti alafta Shaul lemelek ki shub ma'akari. And the word of Yahuwah came to Shemuel, saying, I am grieved that I have set up Shaul as king, for he has turned back from following me. Uyachar leShemuel, uyizak al Yahuwah, kol halayla. And it displeased Shemuel, and he cried to Yahuwah all night. Uyamar Yahuwah al Shemuel, Ashalaka al Yashai, Bayit ha-Lakami, Ki Raiti Bebanim li Melek. And Yahuwah said to Shemuel, I am sending you to Yeshai, the Bethlehemite, for I have seen among his sons a king for myself. Uyamar Yahuwah, Kum Mashyach-Annoint, ki zehua. And Yahuwah said, arise, anoint him, for this is the one. Ukak Shemuel alafta karan hashamen uye Mashiach atu bekarab akiyu utetzlach roak Yahuwah al Dauid Maha-Uyum Hahu Umala. And Shemuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of Yahuwah came upon Dauid from that day onwards. Uruach Yahuwah Sarah Ma'em Shaul Ubekatu Ruach Reach Ma'alafta Yahuwah. And the Spirit of Yahuwah turned aside from Shaul, and that evil spirit from Yahuwah troubled him. ולחק דוד על אפתה הכינור ונגן בידו לשאול.
Dauid would take a lyre and play it with his hand for Shaul.
ורואק לשאול וטוב לו ושרה מאליהו רואק הרע.
Shaul would become refreshed and well, and the evil spirit would leave him.
ויאספו פליסטים על אפתה מקנים למלחמה ויאספו שוקה.
And the Philistines had gathered their armies for battle and came together at Soko.
יצא איש הבנים ממחנות פליסטין גליות שמו גבהו ששי עמות וזרות.
And a champion came out from the camp of the Philistines named Goliath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span.
ויבא דוד למגלה ותקיל היצא על המרקע והריעו במלחמה.
Dauid came to the camp as the army was going out to the fight and shouting for the battle.
וכל איש ישרל ברותם גליות וינשו מפניו ויראו מיוד.
And all the men of Yasharal, I said all the men, when they saw Goliath, them run from him and were in great fear.
ויחר אף אליאב אקיו ויאמר למה זה ירדות.
And his brother, Eliab, his displeasure burned, and he said, why did you come out here?
ויאמר דוד על שאול עבודך ילקה ונלקם עם הפליסטי הזה.
And Dauid said to Shaul, your servant is going and shall fight with this Philistine.
וילבש שאול על אפתה דוד מדין ונתן קוב לקשת ויאמר דוד על שאול לא אוכל ללחק ועל ועלה כי לא נסיתי ויצרם דוד מאליהו.
And Shaul dressed Dauid with his garments, and he put a bronze helmet on his head. Then Dauid said to Shaul, I am not able to go with these, for I have not tried them. So Dauid took them off.
ויבט הפליסטי וירא על אפתה דוד ויבזו.
And when the Philistine looked about and saw Dauid, he despised him.
ויחק דוד משם הבן ויקלה ויחה על אפתה הפליסטי על מציקו ויפל אל פניו ארצה.
And Dauid took out a stone and slung it and licked the Philistine on his forehead, and he fell to the earth.
וירוץ דוד ויעמד על הפליסטי ויחק על אפתה קרבו וישלפה מטרה וימתתהו.
Dauid ran and stood over the Philistine and took his sword and drew it out of its sheath and killed him.
All right, Danny, a deal is a deal. Now, how did your showdown with the Red Dread end? Oh yes, where was I? Yeah, you were Batman. No, sir. I wasn't Batman. I was the Batsman. Isaac, your ears hard, you know. Anyways, I was up to bat, and I was under so much pressure. It's like the crowd wanted me for dead. Even my poor mother was in the stands. A fret about me.
Oh Lord, this big old dread going kill me son.
So he bowled the ball. I shut my eyes and swing the bat and lick the ball. Really? You hit the ball? Did you score a run? No, sir. The ball licked red the dread in him head. Oh, wow. This really is sounding like Dauid and Goliath. Was he okay? Yeah, man. We shared a thing after the match. And I had a chance to share with him the Besorah of Messiah Yahushua. Awesome. This should be a lesson for all of us, that no matter what giants we face in life, we can overcome them. Dauid used the stone, Danny a cricket ball, but ultimately, we can overcome any giant. Isaac, even a giant mummy with a chainsaw. Yes, Danny. Even a mummy with a chainsaw. No matter what demons might come our way. Our rock is stronger. In the book of Daniel, chapter 2, King Nebuchadnezzar, he had a dream of an incredibly large image which represented the 5 kingdoms which would rule the earth. The image had a head of gold which represented the kingdom of Babylon. It had a chest of silver which represented the Medo-Persian kingdom, a thigh of brass which represents the Grecian kingdom, legs of iron which represent ancient Rome, and feet made of iron and clay, which represents this modern-day Roman Empire, which includes the Roman Catholic Church and her protesting daughters. A stone was cut out of a mountain without hands, and that stone struck the image on its feet, and the image came tumbling down and broke into pieces. That stone then grew larger and larger, and became a great mountain that filled the whole earth. That stone represents Yahushua and his Malkut. That means kingdom. And very soon, the knowledge of who he is will fill the entire earth. My brother, I said it once, and I'll say it again. I can't wait for the day when wicked Babylon shall fall, and Yahuwah's kingdom come. Amen to that, Danny. Until next time, shalom, ulahitrot.